From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Second and 5. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. The kick by Bryant is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They snap it to Stafford. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by John Johnson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Real right. 22. What happened?
On second down, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Set. 280. Check. 43. All day, dog.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. After the interception, here's Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And Jones has it over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Stafford. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, now this from 43. Prater's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 50, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Tighten down. There you go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Blunt. Blunt rumbling with a first down and more. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Stafford's pass, complete to Kenny Golladay. 17 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Stafford, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 13. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And some space here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal at the 3.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
We're good. We're good.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jarrett Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Throwing now, Goff. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
From the red zone now, Goff. complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and now it's third down.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, 50. Watch out, watch out, watch out. 50, 50. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford, escaping the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
Like 20. Go, 12, let's go.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end.